The party ascends. Level 2. Goblins attack and are easily dispatched without weapons, with pure will. Give us liberty or give us darkness. The elf finds an escape scroll. To read it is freedom. To read it is betrayal. The party moves. An orc brute, the size of a barbarian. Muscle tears muscle, breaks bone. The brute falls, the barbarian remains. The cleric's prayers are answered and spent. With every step forward, the dungeon seems to grow and grow. 4 prisoners, 3 on death's threshold. 2 doors, both solid, both locked. Smash one open. An alchemist. Here? Why? Never mind. Healing potions restore. Life returns. Keep moving. Smash another door and slow. The world turns to stone. We 3 turn to stone. The cleric remains. Prayers lift. Eyes lift. Hands, arms, shoulders lift. The barbarian fists clench and strangle. Snakes. Smash the door. But it's not a door. A Medusa. Now dead on the floor. The door opens. Take the sword and climb. Beneath the battered shores of Life-Tooth Rock, a warrior, a cleric, a barbarian, and an elf ascend. One more floor to freedom. The elf's hand moves to the scroll, to the temptation of betrayal, to the temptation of escape. Welcome back to our attempted prison break. I'm Liam, and we are playing 4 Against Darkness. Since our last episode, I played the 3rd and final level of this prison complex off camera. Going forward, I want to try recording while I play. This is all a bit of an experiment for me, and I felt like I needed at least one more session to think and learn without also having to think about recording and whatnot. And so, does the elf teleport away? Does the party survive and escape the prison? Spinning logo, dramatic music, 4 Against Darkness, battle report. This is probably a bad storytelling idea, but I'm just going to tell you, they made it. I honestly can't believe it. Here is how it all went down. First of all, I'm trying in a different direction with the journaling. And by journaling, I mean not really journaling, so to speak. I'm starting to think of this notebook as an in-world artifact. Diegetic, if you will. Something that the adventurers themselves would keep. And I'm tickled by this idea of a sort of accounting approach with columns of assets and revenue. So that's what I'm trying out here. I don't know if this is big enough for you to see, but we've got like Bear Trap, intact. Fungi Folk, 5, deceased. Iron Eater, deceased. Down here we've got zombies, deceased with an asterisk, because, you know, they were kind of already deceased. So how did all this play out? We climbed the stairs to level 3. At this point, the elf can use the escape scroll. She'd abandon the party, but she'd be free. I tried to reason through what she'd do. The party doesn't really have a plan for what happens if they make it out. They'll need to get off the rock somehow, and who knows what that entails. So burning these relationships, such as they are, by abandoning them doesn't seem wise. On the other hand, the odds of making it out, everybody alive, seems still very slim, at least at the time. The cleric has no heals and no blessings left. If the final boss is another Medusa or something worse, it's game over. So I rolled. I said evens, she stays, odd, she's gone, and I got a 4. So she stayed for now, anyway. And the party moves forward. We encountered a couple of traps on this level, a bear trap and a pit. The warrior took some damage. We faced an iron eater here at A, which threatened to destroy the cleric's armor or their barbarian's sword, but they took it out like pros. And then we had some ghostly encounters here in the northeast, one with an actual ghost, and then we met here at B a lady in white. She offered them a quest, bring her 300 gold. The party had at this point about 20, I think. 120 if you count a gem and a piece of jewelry. I don't know if that counts. But it's unlikely that they would find that much gold, and really unlikely that they would risk retracing their steps back to her if they do. But I didn't see any downside in accepting the quest and that not completing it if we couldn't. So they said, sure, lady, 300 gold. Coming right up. In the dead end in the eastern wing here, down in room 10, they stumble on a cursed altar, which stinks, maybe literally, and the cleric has no blessings left, so the warrior's defense is lowered unless they find some other way to remove the curse. And then retracing their steps on the way to C, all the way around here, they encounter not one but two wandering chimera of all things. And they beat them, but now they're down to one healing potion, no heals, no blessings. And they need to find and defeat the final boss. They opened the door to corridor 12, and there he is, a Chaos Lord. The first thing you do with a Chaos Lord is roll to see if they have any special abilities, and yes, he does. Energy Drain. Anytime the Chaos Lord hits, there's a chance the character he hits loses a level. This is very old school. Your max health drops, any abilities that grow with your level drop. For example, the warrior and their barbarian's ability to hit anything drops. And we're in a corridor 12 here. And we have no ranged weapons like slings or bows, so only our front two people can attack. Now the elf does have a couple of lightning bolt spells left that she's been saving, so that's not terrible, but it also means the Chaos Lord will be focusing its attack on two instead of randomly choosing from all four of our party members. So I let the party withdraw into room 11 here. That's a rule in the game. It's meant for fleeing. As long as there's a door, you can back out, close the door, and flee, basically. You incur attacks. But I used it here basically to kite the Chaos Lord out. So I let them withdraw into room 11. That gave the Chaos Lord some free attacks, which completely de-leveled the barbarian. So he's back to level 1. I don't know what happens if you de-level if you're level 1. Maybe that kills you. If somebody knows if there's a rule, let me know in the comments. So my feeling at the time was that backfired, but at least he's out here now and we're all fighting him. So the final battle here in room 11. The barbarian finally, I remember, to use his rage. He rolls 3 dice and you use the highest. And if he hits, he does 2 wounds to the boss. So this is huge. And I've been counting on this the whole time. So he rolls 3 dice. And they're all 1s and 2s. So he totally misses. I'm picturing the Chaos Lord just casually stepping aside while this poor bloke swings his new sword around screaming. The cleric and the elf also both lose a level in the fight. But in the end, 2 lightning bolts from the elf managed to take this thing down. So it's a good thing she didn't leave. The secret door opens, revealing the stairs up and out of the prison. And I can't believe they made it. And so the party's about to head out, and I check the campaign plot, escape the dungeon rules, and discover the final boss of level 3 is guarding 1,000 gold. And I remember the lady in white. So back we go like fools, because if we come across something even moderately dangerous at this point wandering around, we'd be the biggest dummies in all of Norendal. But we make our way to the Lady in White, no wandering monsters. We give her 300 gold and roll on the epic rewards table. And we get enchanted weapon. If you hear disappointment in my voice, let me explain. She enchants a weapon to give it advantage on attacks, meaning you roll 2 dice and take the highest, for the rest of your adventure, which just ended, or is nearly ended. And barbarians hate magic, so her reward is useless to us and ruins the barbarian's prized possession, at least in his eyes. Maybe we were a bit too sarcastic when we accepted her request. So I've decided, because I still can't believe we made it, I've decided this is a permanent enchantment. But the barbarian drops it in disgust, and the warrior's all too happy to take it up. So we'll name the sword Barbarian's Regret or something. Let me know if you have an idea for a name for that sword. So they make their way back to the stairs uneventfully and up and out of the prison. They did it. I've had a quick read through of Greedy Gifts of the Guild Masters, which has rules for patrons and that sort of thing. Someone is waiting on a ship just offshore to pick up our fugitives. Who and for what dread purpose? We will find out next time. Until then, friends, keep your lanterns lit and your hearts warm. Thanks for watching.